using a mail merge add-on in Google Sheets, you can easily send out differentiated emails to a group or even a classroom. We recently used this in professional development to send out emails to each person saying what group they're in, who are group leaders, and what room they're meeting in. It's actually very simple. So it starts with the spreadsheet where you have information like maybe their name, you definitely need their email information, and then you need the information you're going to put into the mail message to them. So I have the information here, like if I didn't need the information for department, I could delete it, but I can also say whether or not I'm going to use it. What's going to matter are going to be the tags inside of the mail message itself. So first you need to install the add-on. So you see in a Google Sheet here, I have my add-ons. It's called Yet Another Mail Merge, but if I had to get it for the first time, I would get add-ons. I would go into the add-ons, I could search for mail merge, but I could also search or just look for it, and here it is. And you'll see, it'll say plus free, and you can install it. I've already installed it, so I see the manage. It takes very little time to install. Once it's installed, then you can go up to the add-ons, select it, and then start mail merge. Now, in order to get started though, before you do this part, you should go and create the draft email. So the email where the information is going to be put into it. So you can see that I am now in my email draft. So I just started creating an email. I just hit compose. I'm going to fill out the subject heading. I'm going to fill out the base of the message. But I'm going to put these tags in there where I want the information from the spreadsheet to go. Now this is very important. You have to make sure that the heading of the column matches the tag that you put into your email. So I'm going to put the less than sign, and then group, and then greater than sign, double them. And then the heading group, that information will go into the email. I do the same thing with room, and I'm going to pay attention to uppercase, lowercase, just make sure it matches so that that information, the add-on will know then to pull the information from that column into the email as it creates. And it's going to create individual email then for each person. So I have my draft, and then once I have my draft, I just make sure it's saved. So I can, once I start filling this out, I don't send it, I just click the X, and it'll end up in your draft part of your Gmail. I go back to my add-on, and I go to start the mail merge. It's going to do a little bit of work. It's going to, now here's the important thing, and this is a limitation, unless you're willing to get a plan with them, you get up to 100 recipients per day. Now, I only needed to send out 70, so I was within this, so that was the one I was going to use, so I just hit skip. You have to select the draft from your Gmail. I only have a couple drafts, and here it is, Roundtable Discussion Group. I can put in my sender name if it's going to be from a certain class, so you can put that information. And now at this point, it's not going to do anything. Then I can either send the email or I can send myself a test email to see what it looks like. And you can see that I've actually played around with this using some of my other email addresses just to see how it would look, and make sure you practice before you send out a full one. I was saying to 70 people, I'm going to practice that before I send it out. Then once you're ready, you just hit send emails. And then once you click that, the merge status column will be created, and it will tell you if the merge was successful or not, if it sent the email. And then you'll be able to go into your sent email part of your Gmail and see all the copies that you sent. So that's a simple way to use this mail merge. You could easily send information to your students based on what group they're in. You could differentiate the groups. You could put your different feedback for each student into here. You can even put links to different assignments for them. You could even tell them different information all from the spreadsheet. Send out the email. Now that limitation then of 100 students, 100 emails a day may be a difficult thing if you have more than 100 students, so that's something to think about. You have to know what limitations you're going to deal with. But it is very simple for what you need to do if you fit into those requirements.